How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Realit, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, in today's video, guys, I want to do a little bit of a debunk sort of video, guys, where I'm going to debunk a few things that you guys have sent me and that have surfaced on either Twitter, Reddit, or 4chan. So I want to just go through some of these things because there's been a lot of fake stuff, you know, surfacing recently, and I want to make sure I debunk some of it. And also, I want to discuss the image on the screen you see here because this is actually made by someone I do know and I've talked to, and this was originally sent to me and a few other YouTubers almost 2-3 months ago now, which is you know, a decent amount of time ago. This was actually sent to us, and I want to just debunk it really quick for you guys so you understand that this is fake, but I also want to discuss this image and how I think this could be a potentially cool way for Pokemon on Switch to look like. So, as you see on the screen here, you have an image of a Charizard and a Blastoise fighting it out, or duking it out, and on the side you see like these, alright, you can't really see these below me right here because my face cam is blocking your fantastic view, but as you see right here, you have, you know, a little bar under me that basically shows you the moves where you can press Y, X, B, A, and then right over here, right below me right now, you can see that there are like little, you know, you can press the kind of, I don't know what you call them, like the input like demands there, and you can essentially get yourself a heal or a berry or a revive or whatever, right? Here's the thing. These things right here, down here, are what kind of broke this for me to be fake, and I knew instantly it was fake because the person who made this was using the images from Pokemon Go to make this. See, those are from Pokemon Go, those like potions down there and those berries. Those are specifically from Pokemon Go, and there's no reason for Pokemon to switch to use Pokemon Go logos. They always make new stuff for these things, so that is just instantly new from that. And also, over here, these like buttons down here actually look like the ones from Xbox and not the you know, the ones you'd have on the Switch. So I wanted to point that out real quick, guys. There was another picture actually that was also surfaced, or rather somebody on Reddit, or rather no, sorry, 4chan, tried to claim this as being real or some sort of leak. So I want to just let you guys know, whoever this is, just BSing hard as all hell. It's the biggest BS I've ever seen. He says, I have quite a selection of scheduled times for E3, which also includes the Nintendo as well, but that's another time to be leaked and for someone to find. Take a few good photos of these, which I acquired, which were strictly forbidden, so enjoy. Yeah, forbidden. Sure. Because here's the thing, buddy. This was actually posted by Typhlosion, or Typhlozy, actually, way back in March. So there you go. It wasn't actually something you received from some sort of inside leak, so don't BS like that. But hey, I understand people make these fake leaks for fun, and I get it. Even when we got it originally from specifically Typhlozy, we were all like, you for real, dude? Because yeah, I don't think so. And actually I responded here, oh yeah, already debunked this one. You use the Pokemon Go items in that mock-up, so that the, wait, so that is enough to tell me that it's not real deal for the Switch. Though, a nice concept from what we might have. And he says, well done. I tried remain silent and let people speculate. You are fast. It is a concept for the Switch, though. As you can see, the buttons on the bottom right are Xbox, not the Switch. This is the concept of my Pokemon game. So this is a game he's actually making, which I'll hopefully will be able to showcase in the future when he is done with it, though it's still in early development, and he has been sending me some other images to check out and that sort of stuff, but I do appreciate that. He also did make this image, so if you see this image surface as well, just understand it is not real. It is another image he made, as you can see right here. In this one, you have a few different items, actually, and you have a Venusaur and you have a Garchomp just kind of duking it out. Now, I want to take a look at these because they actually are pretty awesome, and I want to kind of discuss how this would be a cool, like, way for Pokemon on the Switch to look like, and how I think battles should look like in the future. But we'll get to that in a moment. So, keep in mind, Typhlozy made this, so keep that in mind, guys. He's a great person. He's making some awesome work on YouTube as well. He's, like, you know, making his own games and stuff, and it's really fantastic. And I'm going to do a little bit more discussion about this a bit later in this video, but now I want to talk about something else. So, I'm going to talk about this a bit later and how I think this could be a great concept for how Pokemon on the Switch should look like. This is something else I want to bring up. So, some of you may have seen this image, right, pop up, and this was sent to me by Cupcake Chocobo. Sorry, I messed up the name almost. So, this was sent to me in a slow speedrun, and it's basically something from a Proto Mario video that popped up, and basically this guy says to the player here, the Raichu you traded to me, and then went and evolved, right? This is in the games. This is in the games. It's true, but it isn't what you think it is, right? It's actually a somewhat of a glitch or a mistranslation. So, if you look right here from the Helix chamber here, which this was sent to me by specifically Luomon, sent this to me and let me know about it. So, here's the thing, right? Right here, as you can see, they say, despite recent claims, no, your Raichu went and evolved, text in red and blue, is not evidence of Gorochu. Pokemon Red and Blue were based on Pokemon Red and Green, except for the sprite and script, which were from the Japanese Blue. The trades in Blue, much like Yellow, were different from Red and Green, and this caused problems during the localization process. That particular trade was your Kadabra for a Graveler. both of which would evolve immediately. Was also the only way to get Pika Cup Golem without glitches. There was another trade, and that misleading text like this, Poliwhirl for Jinx in Cerulean City, while Poliwhirl can still evolve. Seems odd that the guy who evolves, evolved it instantly? Seems that the guy would evolve it instantly. Turns out this was a Machoke for a Haunter trade. Always remember to do research yourself. Don't just take these things from YouTube videos or even us. We wouldn't want something like Charcoal happening in 2018, now would we? We hope you see you again. So, I do agree with this, guys. A lot of times I get things wrong, and I will call myself out. Earlier today, I made a video about about essentially like the animator from the Pokemon series, essentially making like these images of some characters, and I thought it was like, I was like, oh, is this like some kind of version of Yellow or whatever from the manga? Now, I have only heard about the manga. I haven't actually read the manga of Pokemon, but apparently Yellow is actually a female, so I want to just give you an update of that and just tell you that I'm sorry, I messed that up, but the animator was actually talking about somebody called Virgil from the Black and White anime, which is actually funny because that was a season I didn't watch. I specifically wasn't watching the anime during, you know, like that specific generation of Pokemon. Gen 5 I skipped, Gen 6 I even skipped until I rewatched it, you know, now in recent time. So I just want to update you guys on that. Now I still think that could be a pretty cool hint because it's kind of weird that he's talking about it. He does also mention apparently remake. When you translate the text, he mentions remake of something, or rather remake of the image, you know, when he made the second one with the kind of orangish background, you know, in his text. So I want to just give you guys a bit of an update on that one. So that is that, guys. Now back to the actual image right here. So why do I bring this image up again? Why do I want to talk about it? Well, here's the thing, right? I was originally going to do, back in the day, a video talking about this and how I think this image could be a perfect representation of what we could be kind of seeing in the future maybe for Pokemon and how it should look kind of on the Switch. Because I think this would be fantastic. Honestly, this is kind of the sort of like gameplay I want to see, right? You have the moves on like that side. You have a few items you can pop off real quick in like a quick action bar or whatever right below here. You have your health bar and like some sort of stamina, or I mean, you usually have like mana or whatever, but in this game, you know, most likely be stamina or whatever, or energy or something like that. And then, of course, the health bars, the levels and whatnot, and it looks fantastic. This is made, by the way, by a fan. This was made by a fan. Typhlozy is fantastic, and he made this, and he does also do 3D modeling and stuff, and he's made some awesome characters as well, which I hope I can show you, but I'm not sure if I have the direct messages with him that I can, like, you know, show to you guys right now, but he's made some freaking amazing stuff, guys, in the past, and he's currently making, like I said, a game of his own. So if he can make this, okay, if he can make this by himself, as a fan, not a freaking developer of the official games, not Game Freak, you know, not a big studio, him by himself can make this. I am certain we, in the future, are going to see some amazing Pokemon stuff from Game Freak specifically. Now, I'm going to see if I can find the things that Typhlosion, actually, no, I don't think he allowed me to actually show them, but he has actually, yeah, I'm seeing it right here on my second monitor. I can't really show you guys, but he's making a bunch of characters and stuff. They look fantastic. He is a really skilled 3D modeler. Now, this image right here, the one with the Garchomp and the Venusaur, I'm not sure why he's, like, got it in the air and they're in, like, you know, they're flying around, but again, this is a good representation, what I hope we get in the future. Right now, the Pokemon games are kind of, you know, like, we haven't seen much innovation in terms of, like, gameplay and stuff, and I think if the games were like this, like, not in the sense that you can actually move maybe around the Venusaur or whatever, or even the Garchomp, but instead, like, you're able to actually just pop off your abilities by, like, you know, just having in this format. So instead of having to, like, you know, have the bar, like, the, you know, the thing, and then the bar, and it says, like, fight, run, and whatever, instead you have it set up like this. This would look really cool, and you can still use the same concept of, like, you just pick a move and then you go, right? That's the easiest way to do it. I think it would actually work. So, to kind of explain myself a bit further. Basically, I think this is the perfect way to set up this simplistic way of gameplay. Because that's kind of what they're aiming to do with this upcoming game. They want to make sure it's a simple game to play and not something that's too hard for people to understand. And if you simplify it down to press these buttons, I don't have my Switch on me, but if we're just to like show it with the 2DS right here. So simply like if you wanted to pop off a move, press one of these and they're represented on the screen. If you want to use some sort of potion, press these. If you want to run from the battle, maybe you can press like the start button or maybe like, you know, just some other button that, you know, exists on the Switch or whatever. Press something, or maybe even like press something on the screen. Maybe there's like some sort of pop-up or whatever you can press that you can run away, you know, through the like not the motion screen but rather the touch screen or whatever. Something like that is what I think would be really cool for this like upcoming game. But I don't think we're going to see something like this, these sort of graphics. I don't expect it. I don't think it's going to happen, but I do want to kind of mention it because I think if they're going to simplify the system, this would be the perfect way. Now, I know some people wouldn't like it. I want to know your opinions, guys. Do you think this would be a good way for them to do the system of gameplay and battles specifically? Do you think it would work? Do you think it would be fine if they were static, like they were standing, in the same positions and then just using their abilities, let's say you use seismic toss, then you just place an animation where you attack, but like the Pokemon in general just stand in those positions like they would do in any other Pokemon game, but the general layout is like this. So let me know in the, comment section down below. I was going to say description. But let me know in the comments down below, guys, your thoughts on this, your opinions, and that sort of stuff. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Waffle Reality. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.